All right. This is not how I was envisioning my camera to be. I don't know what my camera's doing. Hold on, you guys. Let me see if I can adjust this. That doesn't look right. OMG. Hi, Dolly. Hello. Oh, hello, hello. All right. Can you hear me? I'm trying to get used to this. Man, I had to learn so much. Okay, cool. Well, hello, everyone. I'm hoping, I know this looks kind of funky. Hold on a second. Hold on. Did that help? No, I still look like I'm from another world. Well, I am. I'm just going to go with it that way. Oh. Oh. Where do I start, lovelies? Where do I start? All right. So I'm not even going to look at last night's video that I did to let you guys know that I made it into a hotel room because I think I probably looked like I was just halfway gone. I was gone. So far, I'm leaving tomorrow after I get the oil changed in the car and leaving tomorrow for Shasta. Process of everything has just been, hold on, let me turn up the sound. There, that's better. The whole process of everything has just been so, when I had to make, I'm live. What are you talking about? No, you're fine. Connect. I want to be hearing. What do you mean? It better be connected. I just don't want to try to do it on my phone because my phone won't let me do YouTubes. Now, just keep in mind, I'm going to hop over to Instagram because I still have people trying to send me emails from the podcast. So here's the deal. If you sent me an email that day of the podcast or a couple days after you listen to the podcast and you have not received an email from me yet, it's because there was a glitch in my get in touch button. We removed that off of the website. We found out it had something to do with all the updates, and it wasn't letting me send people a reply back to the email. So if you go back to the website and you just type in the 777 email address of what is on the web page now, because we took that whole get in touch button off, I will get your email direct. Please be patient with me because I am doing a lot of driving. I am traveling from hotel to hotel and doing work with people. I just finished doing my client in New York. I'm so happy I got a chance to talk to her. And I think, no, wait, I think it was Philadelphia, another client in Philadelphia. The other client is in New York. So it was kind of interesting because she wanted a reading, and I said yes, but I was going to surprise her. I was going to gift her the reading, and I wanted her to know, but she just kept trying to press for, oh, here's your PayPal. Do you have this? Do you have that? I wouldn't answer her. So I was just trying to, give her something special. And I guess she kind of thought, she's weird. She's not responding to me. How unprofessional. No, I'm just trying to gift something to you and you keep pressing for my other info, and I'm trying to gift you something. I'm trying to gift you something. But here's the thing. This is what I wanted to talk about when we have to surrender. That's surrendering. And I know I said that last night. I said, I'm all out of surrender cards. we're never out of surrender cards. I was just talking from time air zone, just talking. We're never out of surrenders. We always will have opportunities by choice to surrender. We can either stay in the muck and mire or we can surrender. So I I think right now, because we are so high in this energy, you're gonna find yourself really asking yourself, oh my gosh, what am I really doing? What's really calling me? It's going to get really intense. It's already getting intense. You're probably going to have the frontal lobe headache, the pressure behind the head, neck soreness. You'll have that. Your body will kind of chill and then get really, really hot. This is all a part of us acclimating to this higher frequency that's coming in. But I have such a wonderful surprise I wanted to share with all of you. Now, when I went to Mount Shasta on 7/11, and I was up there, and during that time, I had a light code vision that came to me, and it was so beautiful. I came home and I drew it out. I already knew what it looked at. And one of the symbols that I use whenever I'm doing healing was a symbol that was passed on to me from a walk-in. A walk-in, now remember, a walk-in spirit, it can be a soul person or soul agreement between two souls that will share the body at different times. So if soul number one comes into the body during birth, and something traumatic that happens later, like a car accident, a head injury, that original soul that is in will leave on the agreement that the other soul that wants to take over the rest of the journey will walk in. That's why they call it a walk in. And this is where you get people who have had head traumas, car accidents, anything like that, and all of a sudden they lose contact of trying to remember who they are. They can't remember their sometimes even their language. They don't remember their loved ones, like their parents or sisters and brothers, and they're not even familiar with their name. They'll be going by an entirely different name. So, and it takes time for them to acclimate to the body that they're in. So that's why they call it a walk-in. So this particular walk-in that I met was from a different time line and a different dimensional world, which was awesome. At the time when I met him, I was like, okay, maybe I will just, I am a nurse. I'll give you some Haldol. Maybe that'll help. But that's what I thought at that time. But now looking back on it, I was like, wow, how lucky was I to meet a walk-in from a different planet, a different dimensional time. And he shared some really neat knowledge with me. And then literally told me after he gave me the information that he gave me, he says, we will never meet again because I'm going back to my planet. And I was like, okay. Back then, back in that time, I was like, okay, you're still gonna take that one crystal that I gave you, huh? That silver obsidian. All right. Okay, fine. So here's the deal. When I saw the symbol, I wrote the symbol down. And then I saw all of these other symbols, and then I saw the light codes coming through, and I saw the 777, the 333, the 222s, the 111s, the 444s, and then the 747, that's the immune code. And I saw that coming through, and I was like, okay, fine, that's coming through. And I was like, seeing all the different codes, and then I saw all the different symbols rolling with it. And I said, oh, that's pretty, that's pretty. And then I saw it where it literally went hard and then went into, and I said, whoa, spiral, spiral. So I didn't know how to really explain it to Ash, my web designer. Thank you so much, Ash. You are the bomb. You've been with me designing and working with my quirkiness, because when he first met me, the things I was saying, I would give him a reading and stuff, and he would go, okay, is this how she always is? And weird things would always happen when I would show up. Like there would be this massive clearing around this building, and all kind of crazy things would happen. Then it would all settle down, and then he would just boom. So, Ash, I want to say thank you personally for all of the work. So, this is the deal. It's not going to do any justice if I pull my phone and show you what he made. So he's still making some tweaks on 7element.net is my webpage. But when you go to 7element.net and you click over to the menu button, you'll see the lines and you hit the menu. You'll see service, and then you'll see Be So Light. Hit that Be So Light, and you're going to see the beautiful symbol of my vision that he put out, and it's on my page, and it's his design, and he nailed it. He nailed it to the T. He's just awesome at what he does. So that symbol is healing. It came directly from Divine. And when you look at it, you will feel it. And I already showed it to a couple of people just on my phone, and they were like, whoa, that makes my heart open. That makes my whole center go did. I said, there you go. That's what it does. So it's very he did a wonderful job. And his name is Ash. All of his info is on my webpage. You know, if you hit at the very bottom, and you can see his robotic design of his page that's linked to me. He's just awesome. I love him to death, because he gets me. You know, if we don't describe something, if I can't describe it just right, he gets me. You know, he gets me well. So I'll be wrapping up a lot of things with him later on tonight before I go to sleep. He's an owl. He's late bird. He does a lot of work at night. So, but thank you, Ash. You nailed it, and it's going to go out to a lot of people. That will. All you have to do is just look at it, and you just get that. And that's. I actually prayed for it. I said I want to be able to. Be in service in a different way, but I want something to give to the people that's needed for right now, you know, with all this energy that's going on. And it's just that crazy energy that's in the air, and all of us are feeling it, and it's building because we're in this tunnel of portal light that is either going to agitate something, make you look at something, bring stuff up, pull things down, and it kind of works on your patience a little bit, and you find yourself kind of, oh, you know, I can't do this or what have you. But it's a really neat time to be going through this. Please, please, please remember what I said about August. Okay? Pay attention. I said there's going to be a lot of crazy stuff that's going to happen this month. Just pay attention. That Beirut thing, distractions. Okay, distractions. Just pay attention. Pay attention. Don't let your energy go into the fear stuff, because we're right at a huge pivotal moment right now. And there's going to be things that's going to push at you and make you explode, and then bring you back. And sometimes we have to get rid of things emotionally and then reset so that we can be stronger in ourselves. Those of you that are the beloved lights, the Star Seed families, how we're united here and in our heart you have to remember right now, remember who you are. You're not this person that is should be getting caught up in all the worldly events. For instance, like after I got settled in, I clicked on the TV, and it was so weird for me to be looking at the TV, and I'm like, lie, that's false, that's false. What are you talking about? False, false. I was just going through, why are you making that up? False. It's like I could just see the energy of everything. I was like, false, 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 false. And the only thing that actually had a frequency of some energy that was kind of moving with some knowledge that was sharing it was a cartoon. And this cartoon was talking about the magic of understanding what is the particles and the elements of something. I want you to describe it. And they were talking about how to make putty, how to make a certain kind of putty to make a statue and all of this. I was like, wow, look at this, what they're teaching these kids on the cartoons now. Whatever happened to Daffy Duck and the red rooster and the coyote running all the time from ACME, and he falls over the cliff and the rock falls on him and he gets up and Roadrunner comes by, beep beep, and takes off. What happened to that? We don't even see that. Or how about Pepe Le Pew? Whoo, he was always in love with the cat. The cat that wasn't the skunk. So those cartoons, if you really think about it, the ones that we were watching back then, they were kind of violent, either beating something up or whatever. But let me get back on track. What I wanted to share with you so that you had a bit of tidbit for tonight when you lay your head down and go to sleep. Now, I am a huge fan of the wisdom of Florence Scovel. I love her. This book is old. I got this book a long time ago, back in the time when I really I wanted to stay. It was like when I was going through a deeper awakening of myself and I was shedding, and I was going through a divorce and getting rid of that. That was a lesson within itself. I had to learn a lot from him. So, one of the parts on here that says the secret door to success, and it's like my hand just went straight to it. And it says, you attract the things you give a great deal of thought to. So if you give a great deal of thought to lack, you attract lack. If you give a great deal of thought to injustice, you will attract more injustice. And I was like, if we look at ourselves on a conscious level of who we are, what do we really attract as a consciousness, as a people, as a conscious? So just imagine what we're attracting all the time with this and then that's flying around in the air. What are we attracting? Are we attracting fear? Are we attracting worry? Are we attracting lower immune system? Because it's all tied into this and this. So if you have a consciousness of people that are constantly thinking like that and functioning like that, that's what you're attracting. You're going to attract this in whatever form it shows up for you in. So I thought that was really interesting to see this. And so I like this one. I am a perfect non-restraint instrument for God to work through, and his perfect plan for me now comes to pass in a magic way. I like that one. And then one more that I have that I like. Give thanks for this perfect day. Miracles shall follow. Miracles and wonders shall never cease. So when we talk about surrender, this is the Game of Life book. And there's actually 4 books in here. Okay. Very good book to have on hand. When we talk about that surrender, and I hear this a lot from my coach, Kate, and I think sometimes we feel guilty when we surrender because then we feel like we're not giving it our all or something doesn't pan out right where we're feeling guilty from it. We got to stay in it. We got to keep it. We got to make it happen. So, yeah, sometimes you just have to let go and surrender. Like last night, there was nothing I could do about it when I went in there and there was a glitch in the hotel in their system about my reservation. I had a choice to make. As tired as I was, do I want to stand there and fight about it? Do I want to stay on the phone for about 10, 15, 20 minutes trying to fight about it? Or was it that much, as tired as I was, did I really want to put my energy there? Or was I willing to surrender and just say, okay, let me start over. Let me jump to a different timeline of alignment that's going to give me the results I am looking for, that I desire to have. Because this result came up empty handed, taking that money for that, and I didn't get the outcome for whatever reason. And here's the thing, and I heard it later when I laid down, and this is the lesson behind the whole thing about surrendering to that. I got all upset about the fact I put my card in, I booked it, I got my room, I've stayed there before, I've never had any problems. Now all of a sudden I'm not showing up. And I'm thinking to myself, this doesn't make any sense to me. So then I leave, and then a situation presents itself, and I get set up in a entirely different place that was nicer because of the bathtub. Can we just go there? Can we just talk about the bathtub? Now, it's not as big as the one that was in Tucson, the one that I was in. I literally could have swam in that one because it was so big. But this one is so nice and deep. And the way when you get in it, it's one of those deep cradling type of tubs. I think I should just do a whole show on just going around, I don't know, nation, going through the whole world saying, and where am I bathing today? Call it that. I don't know. I might have to do that. Um, it just show about all the different places of the tubs where you bathe at. But the tub makes the healing. It really does. Your tub has to feel like home. So here I am in a better setup, and I'm like, well, this was better. This was an automatic upgrade. Interesting. And here's another thing. Maybe I wasn't supposed to be at that end. Maybe I was being protected for a reason. You ever think about that? You're not supposed to, you're fighting to go be somewhere and you wonder why it gets canceled or why it gets blocked all of a sudden and something happened. And a lot of times that's your divine team trying to protect you from being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Because there might have been something going on there that just went into that timeline at that timeline. If I went in there, I could have been matched up with that. So let's just change gears and surrender and come to a better alignment. I thought about that. Then I passed out and went to sleep. Hi, darling. Hi. I need to do that. Japan. Someone says I need to go to Japan. See, this is the problem with me. And I think it has a lot to do with my mom because I grew up, my mom used to be back in that day, she was starting to get into fashion design. And then she moved into home interior design as she got a little older. And so for me, looking at bathrooms, how they're designed, and that's a place where you go to cleanse and to rejuvenate. Your bathroom, that tub, that shower, having that water. Like I even have my seashell. I brought my seashell for that cleansing. Now, some of you probably will be asking me, well, why are you using a seashell? You know, when you use a seashell, a big seashell, and you open it on the side, it's spiraled. So when you scoop that water up and then you pour it over yourself, you feel the essence of that spiral energy from the seashell coming down over your body. I might have to take you up on that. And it's really, really awesome. So my seashells, it is pretty big. It's a big seashell, spirals inward. And last night when I did the sea salt cleanse and I scooped up and poured the water over me, it was an automatic clearing of whatever was hanging around after doing all of that, moving, going to a storage place, putting your stuff in storage, you picking up stuff along the way. So try that. Find yourself a beautiful big seashell that can hold water. And when you scoop it up, and it's very sacred to yourself, and bathe yourself with that water. It's very, very peaceful and very loving. So as we are getting closer to the 8th, and we're already in the middle of this portal energy, we're already in it. Here's something that you can do. If you can't be with me on the mountain, that's okay. I'm going to give you some homework so that you can surrender to that higher self of you and connect with yourself. And so you can really anchor in your manifestations of things. Here's the thing. We're always manifesting, whether it be good or bad, in balance or out of balance. We're always manifesting. But when you actually set your intentions to align yourself with your alignment, that's what you want to do. You want to align yourself. So being aligned with it is what you want to do. So take a bowl of water, your choice, and I want you to spend that time with the bowl of water and talk about the things that you want to align yourself with divinely, your divine birthright to align yourself with. So when you get that alignment going and put that thought into the water, then I want you to take that bowl of water after you put everything in it and say thank you so much, water molecules of your divineness for holiness, and then offer it to Mother Gaia or Atabe, Mother Earth. Pour it on the earth. You can pour it near a tree, roses, a garden, around your home. If you live in an apartment, you can pour it on the ground. It doesn't matter. Wherever you're anchored in and connected to, you can pour it there. And pour it. Pour it in and say thank you. And then watch what happens. Watch what happens. So tomorrow when I get up to Shasta, I'm going to do my first water ceremony for myself at a sacred place that I go to. And then do my prayers and setting prayers. Now, my first prayers will be for myself, and then my second prayers will be for everyone else. So all of you just know I hold you sacred in my heart, my space, and I will be sending that anchoring of light of whatever it is that you are trying to anchor to. Let it be your divine will and anchoring into your divinity of what you call in, and for your healing and for whatever it is that you need. So I just wanted to hop on and share that with you and get you focused. Remember, there's going to be a lot of distractions this month, and some of them are going to be a little interesting. Okay, but you got to remember that one thing I keep teaching you about. Can you tell the difference between a truth and a lie? What is the energy? And pay attention when the reporters or media, when things come out, pay attention to how their eyes are moving. I watched one person that was in the media when they were talking. They barely blinked. I think he blinked maybe twice in a 5 or 6 minute talk. I was like, he's not really, huh? And just watch non-facial expression, and their eyes are staying so like this. It's kind of, think about it. Okay, don't blink your eyes. Hold your eyes and just keep talking like this, and just hold it. Just don't blink your eyes. See how you got to try to really work at it? I can't do that because it's like, what? I'm not, just pay attention. Pay attention. Here's the question. Is that a real person you're looking at, or is it digital? Is it a doppelganger? Is it a clone? Is it a real person you're looking at? Just pay attention to the eyes. How long they keep them eyes. So as we go up a little higher, you start to see things a little clearer. All right, lovelies. It's getting late, but do go check out on that Be So Light page the design that Ash designed for me. That was straight from Creator, and he helped bring it into the reality. So I love all of you. I'm going to just, you know what, Moon, I'm going to take you up on that. I'm going to have to fit that in. Be good to yourselves. Pay attention to your dreams. Write things down. And we got this. All right? Sleep well tonight, lovelies. I got another date with the bathtub. All right. I hope they're not tallying up how much water I'm using in this room. Oh, well. But there she goes again. Room 120 is running water again. Oh. All right. Love everyone. Be so light. Be good to yourselves. Okay. And remember, if you're trying to send me that email after you listen to the podcast, just send me an email and I'll get you scheduled in for your one-on-one. All right. Love you, love you, love you. Be good to yourself. Get some sleep. Drink your water. Eat your vegetables. Right. Bye. I actually got this to work. Why can I not go to the bottom of this? What's going on here? Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right. Bye, lovelies.